Hey ladies, it is Wednesday and it is Jess, and our two topics this week are, first of all, if you're in a relationship with someone but you're in different places, like you're going off to college and your girlfriend or boyfriend is still in high school, or if you are leaving college and they're still in college, what to do about that transition. And the second topic is how to come out to friends, family, whatever, after college or as an adult, and how that's different. So I'm going to go ahead and take the second topic. So we have this typical, narrative of coming out. I think I've talked about it before, but it's kind of like you're in school and you see Johnny or Sally and you realize, oh fuck, I'm gay, lesbian, bi, etc., etc. And then you tell your friends and family and you come out. And it's a continuous process and you come out all your life, but you have that definite stage of you're in school, you figure it out, you tell people, boom. And that's not 100% true. It doesn't work for everyone. It works for some people like that, but it doesn't work for a lot of people, and a lot of people don't talk about other narratives or other ways to structure coming out and what that means for them. Some people don't figure out their sexuality until later in life for a variety of complicated reasons. Some people come out to themselves but decide to not come out to other people for a variety of complicated reasons. Some people go through major life transitions like getting a new job in a different location or moving to a different city or country, whatever, and then have to come out to friends and coworkers after that. There's just a lot of things that can happen. But basically, in sum, I'm just saying that coming out isn't always as linear as we might make it out to be, or we might like it to be. And the question now remains, what do you do if you don't fit into that typical narrative structure of coming out early and you come out as an adult? How does that work? How is it different? What advice can I give? I think there's an added fear of coming out as an adult because there's this sense of intrinsic invalidation, as though you're doing it wrong or you have been doing it wrong. And you're not normal because you don't fit into this typical structure that we think of. And I have found this personally very difficult. I've mentioned this before on the channel, I think, in the sense that I have a lot of trouble coming out to people. To date, I think I've come out to 4 people. And that's not to say that only 4 people in my life know about my sexuality, but I'm just saying that normally I'm in spaces that are focused on non-normative sexuality, so whether that's me working for the LGBT Resource Center at my school, whether that is being in various activist groups or support groups, whether that is doing various educational projects, even here, for example, on Lesbian Central, you guys assume my sexuality and I don't have to come out necessarily. So it's difficult for me when I'm not in those spaces that are intrinsically related to minority sexualities, because then I have to deal with, do I come out? How does that work? What form does that take? How do I bring it up? Do I bring it up? And there's just a lot of questions surrounding that. So in areas that aren't directly related to sexuality, I have a lot more difficulty coming out to people, and normally I opt not to come out. I've only come out to 4 people. And that is difficult for people, and they don't really get that 100% about why I don't. Because there's this consensus that once you figure out you're gay, if you're gay, you must want to come out to other people, when it's right to do so. You want to come out to people because you feel like you're living a lie or whatever. I don't fit into that mold. I've never felt that way in my life. I come out to people who I think need to know, who ask me, or who I want to tell. I don't think I've actually ever said, hey, let's sit down, I need to tell you something, I'm queer. I've never had to initiate or bring that up, because whenever I have come out to someone, it's because it's been brought up by them or it's situationally appropriate. So, for example, last week I was talking with one of my friends, and I told him that I was surprised and impressed that he knew a lot of gender-inclusive pronouns, and he was telling me that he has a lot of friends and family members, whatever, who identify in a variety of ways, so he's become pretty knowledgeable about that. And it inevitably led to me telling him how I identify, and so it was just a very seamless conversation to have, but I didn't have to say, hey, sit down, I want to tell you something, I'm queer. That's not how the form took, and it's not been, in my experience, how it's been at all. And this is something that I'm going to have to do and figure out and deal with my entire life. And I've gotten a lot of flack from people in my life about how I come out to people, when I come out to people, which is out of control because it's my life, my sexuality, and my choice. But they don't understand why I don't want to come out. They don't understand why I don't want to be out to every single person that is in my life. They say, you're hiding yourself and you're living a lie. How could you want to do that? And I tell them that I'm very private and I feel very protective of myself, and they just don't understand that. And the thing is that, you know, if you're a friend of someone who's going through something similar, is that you don't have to understand it. You don't have to get it, but you have to respect it. And just, there's some things that are private, and not saying them doesn't make them lies. So I guess my advice to people who are coming out later in life for whatever reason would be the same to someone who is coming out in school when they're younger. And it's to do it when it's right, when it's safe, and when you are ready. And don't let your friends or family or coworkers or strangers or anyone tell you how to come out and when to come out. It's not about them. It's completely about you. It's like my life mantra. You do you, I'm gonna do me. So if you come out when you're 10, fantastic. If you come out when you're 15, awesome. 20, thrilling. 30, great. 45, superb, fantastic. Whenever it's right for you to come out, it's right for you to come out. You don't need to listen to anyone to tell you or make you feel bad about when you're doing it and how you're doing it. Just do you. So I hope this was somewhat helpful, and I will see you guys next Wednesday, but have a good week in the meantime. Bye.